Hi everybody, in this video we're going to go over the advanced strategy using the CT moving average crossover indicator, also referred to as the crown cross. It utilizes only 3 of the moving average ribbons and focuses heavily on when the 9 crosses the 21. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the advanced strategy of using this indicator. Let's go ahead and go under settings. Let's go ahead and turn off the 5. Let's turn on the 9, the 21, and the 55. Now, I learned about this from watching Eric Crown's crypto school, and he calls this the crown crossover. So this strategy really revolves a lot around the orange 9 exponential moving average and the yellow 21 exponential moving average. So you guys know that the colors of a rainbow, you know, for the most part, orange is on the top, yellow is the next one down, and then you got green, right? And that is called a trend in motion when they are aligned in the proper order like that, and that is very bullish for price action, and it creates a lot of momentum upwards. The opposite of that is an inverted trend in motion, right? When you've got an upside down rainbow, orange, yellow, green, right? It's very bearish, right? And it's very obvious here, right? At the end of the last cycle when the whole bull run crashed, you got an inverted trend in motion for like an entire year, pretty much. Now, when we zoom in closer, what you guys are going to notice is that when the 9 crosses below the 21, it attracts the 21 downward also. When the 9 crosses below the 55, it attracts the 21 below the 55 as well. So here we have a clean bounce. The 9 crosses over the 21 and the 55 almost instantly. It's a pretty clear signal to get back in, right? And then price taps the 21 and it bounces, and then it goes for it again. The 9 crosses below the 21, you can get out here, and then the 9 crosses below the 55. That was another chance to get out, right? So in this case right here, Bitcoin's essentially dropping, you know, 2,000 bucks instantly. So is there any way we could have some kind of warning? Well, we can go in and fine tune this thing a little bit. What I've done is I've created a little system for you guys where there's essentially 5 alerts to take action, whether it's taking action to exit the market or taking action to enter the market. All right, so when it comes to this alert checklist, let's act like you're a general and your lines of defense are these moving averages. Now in war, when somebody scrapes their knee, they don't call the general, right? They only get his attention when there's something of significant importance happening, right? So we don't want our time wasted. We only want to pay attention when it matters. So things are going good here. And then all of a sudden, what is worth our attention? Okay, alert number 1, price taps the 21, okay? Alert number 2, price prints a solid bar over the 21. Now, when you get alert number 2, we're gonna look at our checklist. The first question we ask ourselves is, what stage of the cycle are we in? This is pretty much phase 2, right? This thing went sideways forever, up against the support band, and it looks like it's about to start an uptrend, okay? So that's our first hint. It's probably going to go up, right? What is our second question? What is the macro? Bitcoin has already tested the support band and it is finally breaking out past the support band, okay? And now we've been going up for about, a month, right? So it looks like the beginning of an uptrend. So that looks like a new macro started. Do we want to short this? I don't really like shorting in an uptrend, so that's something to know. What is the positioning of the 9 exponential moving average? The 9 is going sideways. It's not close to the 21. It's not coming in at a steep angle towards the 21, right? Like over here, you guys can see the 9 is coming down at the 21 at a steep angle. It doesn't look like it's just gonna bounce off of it, right? It's coming in steep. In this case right here, it's not doing that. Has the 9 EMA crossed the 21? No, it hasn't. Has the 9 crossed the 55? No, it has not. You pretty much got everything you need to know, right? You don't need to take action. You don't need to do anything, right? So just go ahead and chill and just let price go up. All right, here we go again. And all of a sudden, boom.
By the way, everything you're watching right now is part of my crypto investor toolkit, and I decided to put the entire thing on YouTube for free because it's exactly what I wish I had when I first started in this space. Now, if you want to go deeper, I've also built the advanced modules. That includes my full altcoin list where I break down every category of the hottest layer 1s, decentralized finance, the AI coins, the memes, and all of that. Plus, I provide 100 target levels for all of those things using Fibonacci levels, adoption curves, ChatGPT backtesting, and much more. Plus, we've also created some amazing Bitcoin price prediction modules that you guys are going to be able to reuse every single cycle, even though Bitcoin's gonna constantly be evolving every 4 years. Now, you guys have seen other people's Bitcoin price predictions before, but the one that we have is so meticulous in advance, and we've used so many different methods for calculating it. I think you guys are gonna be blown away when you see that there's nothing else like this on YouTube. There's nothing else like this on Twitter. It's kind of curated information over years of work, and you know, it's something that we're really proud of. And I think once you guys see it, you're gonna see how much it stands out compared to other Bitcoin price prediction methods. Links below if you want in. Now let's get back to the video.
We've tapped the 21 again, okay? We've tapped the 21 a second time. And now we have finally printed a candle over the 21. What is the macro? The macro has been going up for a long time. It's been going up for like months. Things can only go up for so long, right? Did you draw any trend lines? Fine, I'll draw some trend lines, right? So all of a sudden price drops steep. What is the trend in motion? Let's say the candle closes and let's say that we're at this point. Well, the trend in motion is still intact, right? However, what is the positioning of the 9? Now, when we ask what is the positioning of the 9 EMA, we're looking for how steep is it coming in towards the 21. Well, let's go ahead and look at our checklist here, and we can check out the 12-hour. We've been looking at it on the 1 day. Let's take a look at it on the 12-hour and see if it'll give us any clues. So let's say that you want to place a marker here so you don't get lost, right? So I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to click on this vertical line tool. I'm just going to plop it right there, okay? Now, I'm going to switch to the 12-hour, try and find out where I was. And there is where I was. The 12-hour, the 9 was coming in steep. And you know what? Just to like help out a little bit, let's go ahead and pull up a stochastic RSI to maybe help us out. I'm gonna go ahead and type in stochastic RSI, and I'm just gonna throw the 12-hour on there. And what does it show us? The 12-hour is coming down at a steep angle. So the 12-hour is positioned to the downside. That's another clue for us. And then we're also gonna ask ourselves, has the 9 crossed the 55? No, it has not crossed below the 55 yet, right? What happened 2 days later? Boom. The 9 did cross below the 21, okay? So we did have a little bit of some kind of a warning, right? And then eventually the 9 crosses below the 55, right? That's your guys' little checklist there, okay? You guys can apply that. I'm not gonna do too many examples of this thing. It's up to you. How many confirmations do you want before you get out, right? Alert number 1 is price tapping the 21. Alert number 2 is price printing a solid red candle over the 21. Alert number 3 is the 9 crossing below the 21. Alert number 4 is the 9 crossing below the 55. And alert number 5 is the 21 crossing below the 55. All right, you got 5 alerts telling you when to maybe lock in some profits in this scenario. And the same thing works in the opposite direction to the upside. When the 9 crosses upwards over the 21, it's a good sign. When the 9 crosses over the 55, it's a good sign, right? It's a fake out, right? It tests the 21 one more time. It tests the 21 again. And what does it do? It does the opposite, right? Before, when it was getting ready to crash, it would tap the 21 and then print a candle over the 21. So what does it do if it's bullish? Before it takes off, it taps the 21. It prints a solid candle over the 21. And then boom, we got a trend in motion. It takes off. Now, how early you guys want to get into this is completely up to you. But I will tell you one thing. This 9 exponential moving average crossing over the 21, it doesn't happen too often, whether it's to the upside or the downside. Throughout the entire history of Bitcoin, the 9 has only crossed upward over the 21 about 75 times, and it has only crossed below the 21 about 75 times. So that's not very often. Now, it's going to happen a lot when it goes sideways, but you're fighting for that trend in motion position when that sideways action is happening, right? You're going to get chopped up, but you're going to make your money back in that big macro pump, right? Now that pretty much covers the advanced strategy using the 9 EMA crown crossover. Now I know it's a lot more advanced than what we've gone over earlier, but hopefully that helps you guys out a little bit. That's a wrap for this one. I'll see you in the next video.
When I first got into crypto in 2017, it would have been a game changer had somebody provided me a free course like this. But the difference between surviving and actually winning in this market is knowing when to enter and when to exit. That's exactly why I built the Advanced Toolkit, which you can get at cryptoinvestortoolkit.com. Inside, you'll get my full altcoin list broken down by sectors like AI, layer 1s, layer 2s, decentralized finance, and complete complete with 100 price targets so you know where to take profit. You'll also get the Bitcoin price prediction system. Now, I know that sounds crazy, but once you dive into this system, you're gonna be blown away once you see how much energy we put into it and how many methods we put it through. It's the most meticulous Bitcoin price prediction analysis ever. And as Bitcoin continues to evolve, you'll be able to apply this to every Bitcoin cycle moving forward. This is gonna help people know when Bitcoin is overheated, and it's also gonna let them know when it's oversold. So if you don't wanna be left guessing when to sell, grab the advanced toolkit by clicking the link in the description below. Otherwise, click here to watch the next video.